Fake news has been a problem that's been around for, frankly, ever. But one of the things that's happened over the past year is we've watched as fake news in some ways has become a business of itself. As you've got these sites that are popping up across social platforms or across the open web and being monetized, so it's become a decent sized business. The idea that we had with Moat is you can call the gold standard when it comes to ad verification. If you couple that with what we do in regards to effectively the gold standard when it comes to content verification, could we together identify signals that lead us to these sites at a very early or rapid pace and get those domains or those sites in the hands of agencies, ad tech, brands to effectively cut off the money supply from these sites and these businesses. We think that's one way we can choke off how these sites are popping up and the spread of this misinformation, as well as the monetization that's unfortunately occurring in front of extreme content, which, as you can imagine, with the business that Storyful has on the news side, we're seeing every day as well. So this in some ways has become a big project of ours that we're looking at as a CSR initiative with Moat, where we'd like to ensure that every agency, every ad tech firm, every brand has this list and are working with us to identify these signals to ensure that their advertising and their brands are not represented in front of this content.
So tell us a little bit about the mixture, how you guys work with Moat, and a little bit more about the venture from a sort of an operational standpoint.
Sure. So it's a full-on partnership. Together we are. It's moving in two steps. One is we're building an open source platform where you will be able to see all of these domains that are identified and that have been validated and verified by us, as well as CUNY. CUNY School of Journalism, and Jeff Jarvis is also a major partner, as a third partner in this initiative. And we're going to identify these domains, validate that they are spreading misinformation or extreme content, and give ad tech firms or agencies an API that they could ensure that they're handing off to their partners so that none of their ads run in front of this content.
Great, and tell us how it's going and the acceptance in the industry.
So far so good. I mean, the interest has been frankly what we expected, which is overwhelming. The amount of agencies that have stepped up to want to participate. When we announced this, it was, as you can expect, someone like Rob Norman and Group M was involved, Weber Shandwick, Chris Perry was involved, and in the last, say, 3 weeks since we announced it, we've had no less than 10 different agencies and brands approach us about wanting to participate, and more than that in regards to businesses that are in the business of fact-checking or debunking or spotting these sites that want to participate as well. The next step is just building the technology to identify these signals, to identify these sites much earlier on, will be the key part of this initiative, and that'll begin very soon as well. When News Corp acquired Storyful, the first part of building out our business for brands was really just entering the term UGC in the lexicon of marketers. Not only is this content incredibly engaging, incredibly authentic, but it's the content that everybody is sharing and talking about. How do we instill best practices in the hands of marketers to figure out how to use this content the right way? And what it's evolved into is we've now grown to help marketers and brands themselves become always-on publishers, because that's where they're trying to get to as well. They want to be able to build their own relationship on a one-for-one basis with the customers that they're trying to reach with engaging, timely, and authentic content. And user-generated content is one way to do that. I think the next evolution of what's happened with our business is we're sitting on access to so much data, so much social data, that we can better help a brand understand the audience they're trying to reach, as well as help them fulfill a video solution that is scalable and efficient and effective to reach that audience and communicate with them on a daily basis. So our business has evolved into data and expertise when it comes to social and social content. And what we're doing today is helping brands leverage user-generated content as part of their storytelling, as well as better understand the audience they're trying to reach so they can activate and engage with that audience in a much more smart way.